Chef Shana here at Tuesday River Park Farmers Market for another episode of Discover the Bounty. It's fall, y'all, which means it's perfect weather for harvesting apples. I love apples because they can be used in both sweet and savory dishes. Not only do they add the perfect crunch, but they're nutritious. Before we start shopping, let's head back to the orchard and see how apples grow. Today we're at G Farms and I'm with the Executive Director of the California Fresh Farmers Market Association, and we're learning all about how apples grow. So Pete, tell me a little bit about growing apples in the Central Valley.
Well, you know, apples are everywhere. They're grown all around the world, but California and the Central Valley, perfect soil, perfect amount of sunshine and heat. Apples are harvested in the midsummer to early fall, and then they're put into cold storage. Once they sweeten on the tree, they want them off, and then they'll last 4 months in cold storage for us to enjoy in the stores and markets.
Okay. And what are some of the varieties that grow here in the Central Valley?
There are 4 main varieties. Gala apple, Honeycrisp is a big one. There are literally dozens of apples that are grown in the valley. These that we're looking at today in the orchard that we're in are called a Pink Lady.
Okay. So they have the beautiful pink color, and are they sweeter than the others? Or how?
They are. They're much sweeter than most of the apples. They have a very crispy snap when you bite into them, and they don't oxidize like other apples, where when you'll cut them, they generally will turn brown color. And Pink Ladies tend to be a great one for like charcuterie trays and salads, that kind of a thing.
Thank you. I appreciate your time and answering all the questions.
Thanks for being here.
All right, now that we've learned how apples are grown, let's head back to the farmer's market and pick up some apples. Hi there.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Good. Yourself?
Good. I'm Shana.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm looking for some apples to cook for some recipes. Do you have a favorite variety that you like to use?
We're all organic, but they're all really good. The Pink Lady is probably really good for apple pies, especially for Thanksgiving coming up. Then of course we have the classic Fuji, right? And I use that mainly for my salads and whatnot.
So I'm thinking about making a salad where I'll place it on top. So you would say a Fuji for the salad and then Pink Lady.
Yeah, Pink Lady for your apple pies.
Instead of the green Granny Smith.
You can still, we have Granny Smith too, but I kind of like the Pink Lady. So,
okay.
And the heavier they are, the juicier.
Okay.
But the smaller, a little bit more flavor. So you got to pick, what you want in your recipe.
Okay, good to know. What else do I need to know about apples?
No, that's it. Just enjoy an apple a day, keeps the doctor away, right?
That's true. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. I like it. All right, well, I'm going to pick out some apples, and thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
Now that I have my apples, let's head back to the kitchen. Welcome back to Tuesday River Park Farmers Market for another episode of Discover the Bounty. Today, we're highlighting one of the most classic and beloved fruits, apples. Apples are the ultimate crowd pleaser. With their crisp texture and sweet, tangy flavor and endless variety, there's truly an apple for every taste. They're the kind of fruit that can be the star of both a savory and sweet recipe, making them a staple in kitchens around the world. They're high in fiber, which is great for digestion, and they're also a good source of vitamin C to boost your immune system. They're naturally low in calories and contain no fat or cholesterol, making them a healthy and satisfying snack. Apples are incredibly versatile in the kitchen. You can slice them into salads, bake them into comforting classics like apple pie, or add them to a roasted vegetables or pork dish for something savory. All right, are you ready to turn these humble apples into something extraordinary? Let's get cooking. We're gonna make a fall harvest veggie and apple salad. So you guys ready to get started? Yes. All right, wonderful. First things we want to do is preheat the oven to 400 degrees while you're preparing your vegetables to roast. And today we're going to use sweet potato and Brussels sprouts. And I took the skin off the sweet potato, which I rarely do because I like the skin. It has all the fiber and a lot of the nutritious part. But I decided to do that today for this salad. So we're going to cube the sweet potatoes. And I love sweet potatoes not only for the flavor, but for the beautiful color that they add to a dish. So we'll go ahead and make these into about a little under an inch cubed. They don't have to be perfect, but you do want them to kind of be the same size. That way they cook through all at the same rate. So we'll go ahead and cube those up, and while we are doing that, it is good to note you could also use butternut squash here instead. I'm very partial to my sweet potatoes, but if you like butternut squash, and it certainly is the season, you could do the same thing with butternut squash as well. Then we're going to use the Brussels sprouts. And for the Brussels sprouts, they look like little tiny cabbages. Aren't they so cute? I think they're pretty darling. We're going to actually cut off the stem, the end of it here, and then I'm going to quarter them. And we're going to add that right into the dish. For parents that want to have your kids get involved in the kitchen, if you wanted your kiddos to cut the Brussels sprouts, it's a good idea to chop the bottom off for them, because then it creates a flat surface. It doesn't rock, and then they can go ahead and hold it like this and cut right through, and then again on the other side. So it's a good one to let them get involved with. Sweet potatoes are a little bit harder to cut. I barely trust myself with those. So I would leave that one to the parents if you guys are cooking together in the kitchen. So again, just cutting those 4 times, bottoms off, flat surface, kind of a bridge grip there, and cut those down. The great thing about this recipe, and I actually am making this recipe for Thanksgiving, is you can make it ahead of time. You can roast the vegetables, let them cool, and put them in the fridge. And then when it's time to compile the salad, you just add them to the salad and you're ready to go. So it's good if you're making a lot of things and you only have one oven. I only have one oven. And so you can make this ahead of time, and then you don't have to worry about the oven space on Thanksgiving, if you will. So have the veggies in here. We're gonna add in about a tablespoon or 2 of olive oil. We're gonna add in salt and pepper. My pepper's hiding from me. There we go. You could also add in some roasted garlic here, or garlic that you would want to roast. Mix that all up so it's all nice and coated. And again, you could do this on a big baking tray as well. So there we are. It's a beautiful color.
Yes.
Your oven is nice and hot. So we're gonna put it in for about 20 to 25 minutes in my oven. It's ready to go. So it's cooked down. The Brussels sprouts are crispy. And we're ready to add that into our salad. So it doesn't go that fast at home, but kind of. I mean, you can kind of go quickly at home. So we'll go ahead and clear off our cutting board. So we're ready for the next ingredients in our recipe. So again, this is ready to go. I'm actually going to toss it with a little bit more salt and pepper. And again, you can cook it early. Could have made it yesterday, put it in the fridge, and it's ready to go for your salad.
Wow.
So there you have it.
Yummy, yummy.
All right, then we'll
Yummy,
move
yummy
on
for
to
your
the
tummy.
rest of our salad. I have some mixed greens in my bowl here, ready to go.
Wow.
We are going to layer on those roasted veggies that have had some time to cool. You could put them on hot right away. It will help kind of just wilt down those leaves if you like that. Or you can cool them completely and then add them to the salad as well. So here we have it. We have the sweet potatoes and the Brussels. Then we're gonna prepare the rest of our ingredients. So the apple is the star of the show. I am gonna slice the apple down. And I like to kind of matchstick the apples. So I slice those all down. You could also just slice them if you want. Kind of up to you how you want to do it. I slice them first. Do you want to eat an apple? All right, you can. You do? All right. You know what? I really don't like cutting these little end pieces, so I'm gonna have you guys taste the apple while I cut them. Don't worry, I have one for you too, sweetie.
Please.
You're welcome.
Good girl.
Is it nice and crispy? Do we pick a good one? Is it okay? You can eat the skin of it too. It's okay.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
I got the vitamin inside the,
All right. So I have the apple slices,
yes.
and I'm actually going to stack them up like this, because then I like to
Yeah, see?
cut them down like so. So it kind of makes little matchsticks, you see? Like that. And then we'll put that on top of our salad. I wouldn't suggest cutting the apple too far ahead of when you're gonna serve the salad. If you do decide to, you could put a little bit of lemon juice on it, or
Yeah.
orange juice to prevent it from oxidizing.
Citric acid.
Or
Yeah.
citric acid, yes. And you won't really taste it. It's not for the flavor, it's more just to prevent the coloring. So we'll stack these up and we'll match stick them as well. Here's a good knife. It's a good idea to sharpen your knife every time before you
Yeah. I love that.
use it. It does kind of look like pasta. I like your observation there. Very clever. But a dull knife is your worst enemy, so I would highly recommend sharpening your
I
knives.
need some. I need a knife like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat the seeds either. You can plant them, grow more apple trees. Yeah, we try to keep the seeds
Always
off to
make
the
it.
side. Good idea, not to eat the seeds. All right, so we have our apples. We're going to add, so these are,
Oh, pecan.
yes.
Pecan.
No,
I hate
these
that.
are pecans, and they have sugar and cinnamon on them. We're not allergic to nuts, right? No. Okay. You want to try one? Candied pecan? It's called candied pecan, so it kind of tastes like candy, if you will.
Yeah.
They're
You
candy.
want to try one? Candied,
Yeah.
yeah. Tastes like raisins, a little sweet, right? But crunchy. All right, we tried it. All right, it's all right. As long as you try it, you don't have to like it. It's okay. Something you love it. Awesome. Yeah, it has.
It's got good taste.
Yeah.
You want to tell your mom to buy it? All right, that's a good idea. So we chopped up our. Oh, you like it better than the apples? Okay. And if you have one with the apple, do you want to try that? Okay, here we go. Now you can try that like that and see what you think. You don't want any? All right, it's okay. I won't make you try any.
Thank you.
You did a good job testing the first time.
Good job.
Chef in the making over there.
Yeah, look at her. All right, and I have a little bit of goat cheese. Have you had goat cheese before?
I love
No?
that.
You want to try it?
I
Yeah?
love
Okay.
it.
She's
I like
good.
it.
She tries everything.
There we
Heck
go.
yeah.
You want to try a little goat cheese? No,
She's
you
like,
don't have
nope.
to. Do you want to try a little bit of cheese? Okay, I like it. So adventurous. I'll put it here. You can pick up one of those
Yeah.
crumbles.
Yes.
I'm gonna sprinkle the goat
Give her
cheese.
a
Yum,
face.
yum, yum,
She
yum.
does not like
What do you
it.
think?
You like
Oh,
it?
you like it?
She loves it.
All right. What did you think of the goat cheese? Oh. I'm proud of you for trying it. I have other cheese that you might like maybe Parmesan cheese that you put on pasta. Oh, you like Baby Bell cheese? That's a good one. Yeah.
Good
All right.
choice.
And then we're gonna make our dressing. We're gonna make our dressing. So, just a couple of ingredients. We're gonna do about 3 tablespoons of olive oil, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. You've heard apple cider vinegar before? You can use it, and you have. All right. From where? Oh, it tastes yummy. Okay, I like it. We're gonna add in about a tablespoon of maple syrup as well. Adds a little bit of sweetness. Then I'm gonna use, and I have already pre-minced garlic, about a teaspoon of that, and about a teaspoon of Dijon. It's mustard. I won't make you taste this by itself, but you can smell it. You don't want to smell it? Okay. Whoa.
Watch
We're losing
out.
things.
Going
All
down
right,
with the-
and we're gonna use a little bit of salt and pepper. I usually make this in a mason jar, but today we're getting creative and we're using this nice glass. So we have some salt and pepper. And again, I'd put the lid on the mason jar and shake it up. Today I'm just gonna whisk it up with my spoon.
Vinaigrette.
Yeah.
Simple vinaigrette, exactly, with the Dijon as the emulsifier. Looks like it's spinning eggs. Kind of, yeah.
It's very yummy.
And we're gonna add it to our dressing. For this salad, you could of course use some roasted chicken or turkey this time of year, but we're going veggie forward and serving it as is. I also typically use cranberries, dried cranberries, to give it a little bit of chewiness and some pretty color. We are fresh out of cranberries today, so we're gonna use a pomegranate and some pomegranate arrows. Yeah, super fun. So we're gonna, you've never tried a pomegranate? All right, we're gonna let you try some pomegranate arrows. So the pomegranate has a nice, beautiful crown. You've tried it before? Wow, wonderful, good job. We're gonna cut the crown off the pomegranate, and then there's little membranes. And what we're gonna do is take our knife and cut down those membranes here. Kind of like opening up a orange as well. And it makes a lot of mess. So here we go, we're gonna open that up.
Wow.
Beautiful pomegranate. I'm gonna put it right onto the salad. Sprinkle it right on. Adds a nice, beautiful color. Doesn't add quite the chewiness of dried cranberries, but gives you the color. We made pancakes one class. And then
Apple pancakes.
Oh,
apple pancakes. I forgot which, were they blueberry pancakes? I don't remember now. It's been a while. All right, and there we have it. We are ready to serve our salad. You could do a little bit more salt and pepper if you would like. And we're ready to eat it. You guys ready to try it?
oh yeah.
Yeah, all right. All right, I'm gonna come by and put a little bit on your plate with a little bit of everything so you can hopefully get a little bit of all of the flavors. There we are. Making a mess. You're welcome. Let me give you a little bit of lettuce too. There you go. All right.
Are they gonna eat it?
You are.
Go ahead, Chip.
Got it. Hold on, she's just clumping it.
She's the goat
Are they
cheese.
gonna eat it?
I don't think so.
She loves everything. Loves goat cheese.
Take that goat cheese off. Got
Gotta
it.
try it though. You're good at trying things. You don't know until you try it, right?
Yes.
I love that your whole family has come out today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Delicious.
And I did a really bad job. I'm
You're all right.
blocked here.
There. Thank you.
You got it. Thank you.
Ooh, that dressing smells amazing.
Yes.
Okay, well, there you are. All right, bon appetit. You guys can go ahead and try it or not.
Bon appetit.
Yeah.
Let's hope I don't
Yeah,
get
don't worry, you don't have to.
Brussels sprouts.
I had a blast cooking with you today and exploring new tasty flavors from the farmers market. Farmers markets are such a wonderful place to find fresh, locally grown veggies and try out new recipes with them. See you next time for another fun cooking adventure.